Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good video. So I get people DMing me all the time about what should they be doing in their business right now. They're just starting out, or they got one or two guys and they're trying to expand. And what is the most important thing to do when you're starting? Um, and the answer is all of it. So you should be focusing on everything: your marketing, your branding, your image, your training of your technicians, your acquisitions, your parts costs, controlling your labor costs, your utility bills, everything that goes within doing this type of business. Because as a business owner, you are responsible for everything. So if you're just focusing on one thing, then
Alarm active.
you're not necessarily going to manage or run your business in a sustainable manner, if you get what I'm saying. So by just focusing on one thing. So even though I had a good strong foundation in marketing when I started, that was not my focus. I had this checklist, and that's really the key. You develop and you create a checklist. Now with the checklist is going to allow you to see what you're doing, what is the objective of your business, what you think you're good at versus what you're actually good at, and then keep track on you producing results in those areas. Because what tends to happen, you tend to do things that you like to do, things that come easy to you, but you don't necessarily focus on the things that are difficult. You put it off, you procrastinate around it because it's difficult, it's hard, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna set up my additional light. So it's difficult, it's hard, and you don't necessarily feel that you have the skill. So it's the confidence, okay? You know you have to do it. It's part of business. And don't think that you can skip things when it comes down to business, okay? Don't think that you can grow a team without understanding how to hire somebody. Don't think you can train technicians without explaining to them or letting them know or have a solid sales foundation. How can they go out to a job, sell the job? Because you can have the most competent technician out of the gate. They understand dryers and washers and refrigerators, but when they get in front of the customers, clam up, okay? That is the worst possible scenario you want happen. You want that could happen in your company, okay? Because what you'll see is, or what you'll think is, man, this guy's not good, or, you know, I'm always having bad results when I'm hiring people. Maybe I didn't train them right. And most people think soft skills is just something that just comes natural to people. And I tell you this, soft skills are not things that come natural to people all the time. All right, so what? We're about 3-4 minutes in this video. It's Marcus the Money Man, the Appliance Boss. And I run $1 million appliance repair business here in California. And I help others accelerate from a 1-2 man shop all the way up to a 5-6 man shop, so you can do the same thing like I'm doing. So go to the Appliance Boss or ApplianceBossCourse.com, where you can get the mentorship. You can see the links below for the sales domination, the technician accelerator, and our digital system that includes Synergy Social. So now, when it comes to why I built out these particular modules, training is important. So the technical training aspect, it's an appliance repair business. It's very difficult to find technicians who have appliance repair background. So you can find some guys or gals who can be technically competent on certain things. So if you put together a training module for them that couples or partners with their social skills or their customer service skills, okay, then your training program is just more than just technical. It includes sales, the technical product, or service. So what we're doing is we're going out, we're selling our time to repair certain things. Okay, so our training is laid out in a way so that way they can go through the process. They have material to talk about the product, to gain trust, to show that they're the expert, and give our customers the service options on how to proceed. So you're basically aligning with them because they want you to come out to repair the appliance, and you're giving them the options on this is what it looks like to actually repair the appliance. So that's phase one. So phase two, part of the technical and the sales, is the actual digital system. So I focus on these two, and I put these two out first because one, as single business owners, you're actually repairing the stuff yourself. So we know that, and if you're not repairing it yourself and you're a single business owner, I don't know how you run a business, but with the digital system, it allows you to be able to grow and expand and keep the footprint that you have put in place right now and grow it without you being at the forefront. So when you go from 1 to 3, there's going to be all types of pain points. Okay, your first hire should be CSR. And when you make that commitment to hire a CSR, you better make that commitment to go ahead and hire additional technicians too. Have that timeline in place, have a proven system ready to lay out, to go, to execute. And part of that system not only is to train them, get them ready, is to get them calls. Okay, so with the digital system, it puts you in place with all of your social accounts, which are free, where you can do posting, which you don't do posting. We talk about the strategies. We even put in some templates from Canva where you can download, upload, make them your own color, put them in your own branding, and put them out there. So it gets you started. The digital system allows you to load it into the system on a specific date and time and auto post from your account. So it keeps you out in front of your people. Okay. Now, throughout the course and throughout the coaching, we're going to talk about how do we grow our reach on social, but more importantly, what type of CSR admin do you need to run this type of branding campaign? Because that's what social is. It's a branding campaign to get out in front of people. When they need you, they can remember your brand. Okay. Now, the last thing is the coaching, because if you can repair it, you can teach somebody how to repair and sell it. You can get customers in the door. The last thing is how you put this all together. Because one of the hugest things why I joined different groups and I joined different appliance repair groups and I talk to other business owners is try to understand what exactly is an appropriate spend for my parts, what margins are we really shooting for, what are best practices within the industry. And that's what the coaching is all about, is to take out the guesswork, the unsure part of running a business, to make sure you're on the pace. Because I tell you, I've done it all. I avoided a lot of landmines too by joining the group, because you'll start doing service and you'll think, man, I need to sell some items. Okay, so I figured out a way how to sell appliances without actually having inventory. Okay, so last year we did over 20 grand in those sales. Now, if I was thinking about it the old school way, I would have tried to have an in-house warehouse. That overhead would have absolutely crushed us. In a time where appliance prices dropped last year, we wouldn't have been able to make it as a new company. Okay, so understanding that and joining groups and figuring this out and understanding what the numbers are is vital. Okay, now everybody needs coaching. Period. I need coaching. You need coaching. Your coaches need coaching. The only people who don't need coaching is retired people, because they're done. Okay, but if you're in the game right now and you're looking to continue, you have to look to grow. And if you're not growing, you're slowly dying. There's going to be a phase out period. So even during the phase out period, you have to be coached how to appropriately phase out. So if you're older, you've been running your business for a while, and you got 1 or 2 subs, and you're like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. There could be a better way than just shutting down your doors and calling it a wrap. So do you have your plan together with your real estate? Okay. Do you have your branding together where you can pass it on to one of the technicians or somebody in your family? Do you have your SOPs in the place where it's an actual bolt-on business that can go and be applied to another service business that exists in the area? Whether it's an appliance repair business, a plumbing business, HVAC business, is it something that can be purchased and bolted on where you can get a little exit as you go out? So there's so many different strategies that you just aren't aware of because you're not a part of circles. Okay? And in order to be a part of the circles, you got to go out to like this trip I'm heading to Las Vegas and meet people, talk to people, and make those connections, right? You need to get in the space of being, understanding that you don't know shit. And I tell my guys this all the time. You don't know shit. And as soon as you realize you don't know shit, then you're able to learn. And that's the way I approach everything, as I don't know nothing. I know what it takes for me to get to this point. And to get to the next point, I'm road mapping it out. I'm figuring it out. I'm part of the circles to get to that next level. But if I go into it thinking that I already know everything, I'm not going to make it. Well, I could make it, but it ain't going to be as smooth as what it's been to get to this point. I tell you, every time, it's always better to have guidance through rocky roads, because the guidance will make sure that you're ready for it, and it'll give you some assurance that it's not the end of the world, because that's one of the huge major things. So word of advice, if you're hiring technicians, you're not going to be profitable the first couple of months. So you have to prepare for that. You have to save. If you're really good at hiring technicians, you can maybe break even. If you hire technicians with experience, you roll the dice to bring all their baggage onto your company, where they will be profitable, but you're going to take a huge hit on your branding. That's the way it goes. So if you're not good at bringing everybody together after the fact, then that may not be the way for you to go. If you're good at influencing young guys to get them on the same page, or guys who want to be a part of the team at the beginning to get on the same page, then you can hire anybody with little experience all the way up to a lot of experience. But hey, I'm just talking along in this video. These are some things that you should do when you're running a business that you should focus on, but just some key takeaways. Make a list, because everything matters, and you have to do it. You have to execute. So thanks for watching. Do a comment below and let me know exactly what type of problems you're having in your business, because I want to reach out to you, and maybe I can help you out, give you some word of advice. If there's another video that I've already did on the topic, I can drop it to you so you can watch it and review that. If you want to connect with me, hit the link. Join the group, send me a DM. Next time, peace.